we're just going to make this simmer with the chicken for just a few minutes. Hi guys, welcome back to Mel's Kitchen. In today's video I am going to show you quick and easy how I make my sweet and sour chicken. So if you want to see how I do this recipe, continue watching. All the ingredients that I'm going to need to make this yummy meal, and I'll link everything down in the description box so you don't have to worry about portion and all the things that I'll be using. These are the things that you're going to need to make this awesome sweet and sour chicken. We're going to first start off with the chicken, so I'm just going to show you all the things that you're going to need to make the chicken, and then we're going to make the sauce while the chicken is being done. All right, for the chicken, these are the things you're going to need. You're going to need some egg powder, this little orange thing right here, that's egg powder. You're going to need some egg powder and some flour. You're going to need some chicken. I am actually using some small cuts. I've cut them in like cubes of chicken breast. I'm using chicken breast, but you can use the chicken with the bone in it. I'm just using the chicken breast for now. So here I have my chicken with some egg powder on it and some salt and pepper. That's all that I'm putting on my chicken. And I have in my fryer some oil which is already preheated and ready to go for the chicken. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw my chicken right on into my flour. My flour have a little bit of salt in it just to taste. So I'm just going to mix in that egg powder into the flour. The reason why I put egg powder into the flour is because I need the chicken to have that bright orange look. So I just add a little bit more in there. So I'm just going to add my chicken right on into the flour, and I'm going to just mix that up. Make sure that all the chicken is floured nicely. All right, then when I'm going to put the chicken into the fryer, I'm going to make sure I get off all the excess flour of the chicken. So I'm just going to knock them on each other like this to make sure all the excess flour is gone. So I'm going to open my fryer and lift my tray up, and I'm going to just drop all my chicken right on into my fryer. And these are tenders, so you don't need to fry them for a long period of time. Just a few minutes. All right, and I'm just going to put that down in there to fry. While our chicken is frying, I am going to go ahead and prepare the sauce. So for the sauce, excuse me if it's too noisy, but the fryer is just right beside me here. So for the sauce, you're going to need some vinegar. We're going to use some water, some sugar, cuts of onion, minced as small as you can, and we're going to use some pineapples. We're going to use some cornstarch, and we're also going to use some sweet peppers. I have here some different colors, and I am also going to need for the sauce of egg powder. All right, so let's get the sauce going. I'm just going to throw everything into my pan all at once. So it doesn't really, you don't have a specific order in which you throw in everything. So we're going to add the egg powder in. Alright, so I'm going to add in my sugar and my onions. I am going to add my pineapple and my sweet peppers at the very last, and my cornstarch is just to thicken this sauce. So I'm just going to bring this to a boil. Our chicken is ready. That's the bright look that you really want the chicken to have. So we're just gonna let that drain, and then we're going to add the chicken to our sauce. Our sauce is boiling, so we're just going to go ahead and taste it to make sure that it's have everything the way we want it to. We can also add a pinch of salt just to bring up the taste nicely. While our sauce is cooking, we're just going to add some water to our cornstarch, just to not make this lump, just to throw the powder in there, not to make it a lump. So we're just going to add some water to our cornstarch, and we're going to slowly add this to our sauce to make it to the consistency and the thickness that we want it to be. Alright, we're going to slowly add our cornstarch to our sauce and continue mixing, because you don't want this sauce to get lumps on you, and you want it to be thick really nicely. And at this point you can reduce your flame, because you don't want your sauce to lump on you. You want it nice and thick, and just continue mixing until, just to make the cornstarch cook. Okay, at this point I'm going to add my sweet peppers in. And then I'm going to add my pineapple in. I'm going to add my pineapple in there. You want to see this. I'm just going to show you what in there look like. You just want to bring this to a boil. We're just going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to add our chicken in there just to make it simmer. We're now going to add our chicken right on in there and make it simmer just for a few minutes. Ooh. So our chicken is in. That looks so good. Now we're just going to make this simmer with the chicken for just a few minutes. So there you have it, guys. Our sweet and sour chicken is ready. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and if you ever manage to try any of my recipe, don't forget to share your comments with me. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.